Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to make this video real quick because I had a thought that popped in my head and it really caught my attention. And that thought was, how would you explain an anxiety attack to somebody that's never had one? How can you let them understand it? How can you let them see what is going on in the mind of somebody that goes through this every single day? And I was thinking about it, and I said, if I was to explain an anxiety attack or a panic attack to somebody that's never had one. Okay, it's so isolating. It is so isolating. You just feel so alone when it happens. Imagine you're on this bridge, right? And this bridge is just 300, 400, 500 feet above a canyon. And there's nothing below you but jagged rocks. Imagine you're on that bridge and it happens to be a train bridge. And you look off in the distance and what do you see? You see a gosh damn train coming at you. You see that train in the distance. And this is exactly how panic attack works. This is how it starts. This is how it progresses. This is how it from the beginning to the very end. This is how it works. You see that train clearer than you've seen anything ever in your entire life. You see that train coming. You don't know what to do. You can't jump. You can't turn around and run and get off the bridge. There's nowhere you can go. With anxiety, there's nowhere you can go. With anxiety, you stay right there in the middle of these train tracks and you see this train coming at you. And that's the way that anxiety works. You can see it coming from the distance. You may have a little thought, you may have a little symptom, you may have a little tiny trigger, and you see it coming from so far away, and it just gets closer and closer and closer and closer. And the closer that it gets to you, the bigger your anxiety is. And you see that train coming so clear that you don't know what to do. You can't turn around and run back. You can't jump off the bridge. All you can do is pray to God and watch as that train comes towards you at bullet speed. This thing is coming so fast and there is not a goddamn thing that you could do about it. And you're looking at this train and it's coming and you're just like, this is it. You in your head, this is it. This is where everything ends for you. And in your head, this is it. It's over. Life as you know it is over. You are about to be hit by that train and you are about to fucking die. There is no other way to describe the feeling of a panic attack or an anxiety attack. And if you've never been through one, if you have never dealt with it, if you have never been touched by it, then you will never have a clue. You will never have a clue. But while that train's heading towards somebody that has a panic or anxiety disorder, that's in their head, but it's so real. It's as if it's happening right then. But all along, while this is happening, all along, while that train is coming at you, all along, while you don't know what you're going to do because you're going to die, you're in the middle of work. You're in the middle of work. You're at your kid's baseball game. You're driving down the fucking road just trying to get to point B. You're in the grocery store. You're playing at the park with your fucking kids. You're walking down the road. You're on a date with the love of your life. You're on a bike ride. You're at the river with your loved ones. You're at a family get together. And you have to continue to hold it together because it's what you do. You go through it and you go through it. And at the time, nobody could tell you that it's gonna pass. But then next thing you know, it passes. You'll still feel the anxiety. You'll still feel the anxious. But the panic attack itself will pass. When they see that train coming at them, it is the realest thing that they'll ever see. To me, somebody that has a panic disorder or an anxiety disorder is one of the strongest people that you will ever meet in your entire fucking life. Somebody that has a panic disorder or anxiety disorder is stronger than the strongest motherfucker you know. These people go through that every fucking day, sometimes more than once a day. And in their mind, and as real as can be, they're on that bridge with the train coming towards them and they have nowhere else to go. And you see it so vividly. It might not be a train, it might not be on a bridge, but I'm trying to say, how would you explain it to someone else? That was the start of this video. How would you explain having a panic attack to somebody that's never had one? And I've thought about that a lot, but that train that is so real to me, or somebody that's in that panic attack, if you were to try to say, hey, I'm having a panic attack and it's really severe, I feel like I'm going to die. Anybody around you, anybody that doesn't know about it would look at you and say, what train? What train? Dude, you're at work. What are you talking about? In your head, you feel like it's like almost so obvious. And you're just like, everything is flipped around. Your fucking adrenaline is just going and going and you don't know what to do. And you're just like, ah! But on the outside, you just look just calm. On the outside, you look calm and collected. On the outside, nobody knows the pain that goes on behind those eyes. If you let yourself be vulnerable enough to open yourself up to somebody, I've had it happen more than once. If you let yourself be vulnerable enough to open up to somebody and it's not the right person, it'll get thrown back in your face. It'll get thrown back in your face. And they'll say, why aren't you just a man? Why don't you just toughen up? Why don't you just get your shit together? Why do you have to fucking do this shit? That's not real. I don't want to hear about it. And I just look at them, and you'll just look at them, and you'll be like, I wish it wasn't fucking real. I wish I was lying. I wish I was making this shit up. I wish I didn't have to deal with this every single day of my fucking life. I wish that I could live a normal life. I wish that I could not worry about anything and just get up and run right out the door and go to work and do good at work, get off of work and go home. You'll look at them and you'll just say, I wish I was lying. And if you've really ever dealt with a panic disorder, you'll look at them and you'll say, I wish I was lying. You'll never believe me if you never dealt with it. But I pray to God that you never have to deal with it. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. A severe panic attack, a severe anxiety attack. You look at me and you tell me to toughen the fuck up. I've been tough. I've been dealing with this shit for 10 years. This shit has altered my life. This shit has taken time away from my family. I have missed out on events for my children. I have missed out on my children growing up on certain parts of it because anxiety and depression and panic disorder takes up so much of your fucking life. Something has to change. I've tried everything I feel like I can, but maybe I haven't tried hard enough. I'm not asking for much. I don't think I'm asking for much. I don't think we ask for much in people with panic disorders or people with anxiety disorders. I just want to be able to get up, feel good, feel okay, and be able to go to work without worrying, without stressing about having an anxiety or panic attack. Now, don't get me wrong. I know anxiety. I know it's an everyday part of life. This is so far beyond normal anxiety that I'm talking about. This is so far beyond the daily struggles of life. This is so far beyond that. What is a panic disorder? What is an anxiety disorder? If it's so bad, it's to the point, if you have to leave a social situation because you feel like you could just drop dead, literally drop dead. That train is coming If that train is coming and you're 500 feet above jagged rocks, if it's that bad and you're just doing nothing, you're just working, that's an anxiety. To me, that's an anxiety disorder. To me, that's a panic disorder. If it alters the way of your life, then that's a disorder.